This whole charade feels like a carefully orchestrated PR stunt designed to win back the affection of the British public for Prince Harry. Let's not mince words. This is all about optics. Harry, after all this time, has finally decided to sit down for an interview, despite previously pledging that he wouldn't. It reeks of pressure from his PR team, and frankly, it's hard to take him seriously. As a former military man, you'd think he'd have a bit more backbone, but here he is, seemingly just following orders. The reality is glaring. This is about his father, King Charles, and Harry knows it. The focus has always been on his dad, the king, and the family dynamics that have unraveled in the public eye. What's baffling is why he felt compelled to share that he has a clear conscience about his book. Really? How does he reconcile that with the fact that he's publicly aired family grievances? It's almost as if he's oblivious to the backlash he's generated. Silence would have been a far more powerful statement. Instead, he keeps digging his own grave, making it painfully obvious that he's trying to cling to whatever scraps of affection he can muster from his family. Let's talk about Charles for a moment. At 77, he's in a precarious position. He doesn't want to push Harry away any further, especially given the familial bonds at stake. The optics of not meeting his son would have been disastrous for his image, especially as a Christian leader espousing forgiveness. It's clear Charles felt cornered into facilitating this meeting. But make no mistake, he's a father who wants to maintain some connection to his son, even if that means dealing with a daughter-in-law he'd rather avoid. This is the reality of parenthood, navigating relationships you're not entirely comfortable with. The timing of this meeting is suspect. Reports suggest it was a last-minute arrangement, and while Harry may have hoped for this, it's likely that Charles orchestrated it more than Harry did. Harry has his agenda, and he's not shy about using the royal connection to bolster his standing. After all, his earning power hinges on his title, and without that royal lineage, he wouldn't be the same figure in California. Americans are notoriously skeptical about family splits, and Harry's estrangement from his family doesn't play well in the States. This is an obvious PR push, and it's painfully transparent. The public has witnessed Harry's disdain for the press over the last 5 years, yet here he is, grinning and playing the charming prince once more. It's almost laughable. He seems to forget that you can't claim to have a clear conscience while publicly tearing your family apart. No matter the validity of his claims, the act itself carries consequences that linger. Harry is clearly trying to wipe the slate clean, but he's underestimating the public's memory. The royal family is still fuming, especially Charles, who's likely less than thrilled with his son's antics. Yet, for Charles, it's vital to welcome Harry back into some semblance of family life, if only to keep tabs on him. This relationship is not just about reconciliation, it's about control and ensuring that the palace has a handle on the narrative. Let's be real, this meeting is just the beginning. It's premature to draw any conclusions about a meaningful reconciliation. They barely had an hour to talk, and it was their first face-to-face in over a year. You can bet there was no heartfelt apology exchanged. They probably danced around the heavy topics, skirting the real issues while maintaining a facade of civility. Whether anything of consequence was discussed remains a mystery, but at least it's a step forward. However, Harry's decision to follow up this meeting with an interview is a tactical blunder. Every time he speaks, the focus shifts back to him, completely overshadowing the progress he might have made with his father. It's clear he's got a savvy PR team behind him, pushing the narrative that he's on good terms with the king. This is crucial for his future endeavors and financial prospects. But the question remains, does he even realize how counterproductive his actions are to the very image he's trying to project? In the end, this is a complex web of familial ties, public perception, and personal ambition. Harry may be trying to reclaim his narrative, but he's playing a dangerous game. The more he speaks, the more you risk alienating himself further from the very family he's attempting to reconnect with. It's a precarious balance, and whether he can navigate it successfully remains to be seen.